Hello everyone and welcome. I am Dr. S.K. Singh and I am pleased to be here today. We will be discussing reference standard management. This is an important topic in ensuring quality and consistency in our work. Over the course of this presentation, we will explore key concepts, best practices, and practical insights. I look forward to sharing this information with you and engaging in meaningful discussions. Let's get started. Reference standards, or RS, are essential materials in our analytical testing processes. They play a crucial role in ensuring that our results are accurate, precise, and consistent across different tests and laboratories. Think of them as our reliable benchmarks. They help us with identifying substances, conducting assays, quantifying impurities, and verifying that our systems are functioning properly. By using these standards, we can trust that our analytical methods are validated and that our data is dependable. This foundation of accuracy and consistency is vital for maintaining quality and compliance in our work. So, understanding and properly implementing reference standards is a key part of ensuring the overall integrity of our testing processes. Let's start by talking about primary reference standards. These are certified, highly pure, and well-characterized materials that serve as the gold standard in our testing. They are usually provided by official bodies like the USB, EP, BP, or JP, which ensures their quality and reliability. Their main role is in calibration, assay, and method validation, helping us establish accurate and consistent measurements. Moving on to secondary, or working standards. These are prepared and qualified using our primary standards. Think of them as a more practical, everyday tool for routine analysis. Once they've been properly qualified, they help us perform regular quality control tests efficiently without needing to use the primary standards every time. Finally, we have in-house reference standards. These are prepared internally from qualified batches, meaning we create them within our own facilities. But it's crucial that these undergo complete characterization and cross-verification to ensure their accuracy and reliability. This step is essential because they play an important role in maintaining consistency in our processes. So, understanding these different types of reference standards is fundamental in ensuring the accuracy, reliability, and compliance of our analytical methods, which ties directly into the overall theme of quality assurance in our work. According to ICH Q6A, USB 11, WHO, and GMP guidelines, raw materials, or RS, must be traceable throughout the entire process. This means we need to be able to track their origin, movement, and use at each stage. They also need to be well characterized, so we understand their properties and ensure they meet quality standards. Additionally, proper storage under controlled conditions is essential to maintain their integrity and quality over time. Furthermore, proper documentation is mandatory, keeping detailed records of every step related to RS. Lifecycle management is equally important. This involves overseeing the RS from procurement through to final use, ensuring continuous quality and compliance. These regulatory expectations are designed to ensure safety, quality, and consistency in pharmaceutical manufacturing. By adhering to these principles, we can meet the high standards set by authorities and support the overall integrity of our products. Let's walk through the life cycle of reference standards, starting with procurement. This is where we acquire the standards, making sure we get them from reputable sources. Once received, the next critical step is receipt and verification. We need to check that what we've received matches our order and is in good condition. Moving forward, qualification or authentication is essential to confirm that these standards meet our quality requirements and are suitable for their intended use. After authentication, we assign a validity or expiry date. This helps us keep track of when the standards are still reliable and when they need to be replaced. Storage and handling are also vital. Proper storage conditions preserve the integrity of the standards, preventing contamination or degradation. Usage and inventory control then come into play. We need to ensure standards are used appropriately and tracked accurately to avoid misuse or loss. If a standard approaches its expiry, or if it's been used extensively, requalification might be necessary to confirm it still meets our quality criteria. Disposal or replacement is the final step, where expired or compromised standards are safely discarded and new ones introduced. Understanding this life cycle is key to maintaining the integrity and reliability of our reference standards, which ultimately supports the quality and compliance of our entire process. Now, let's talk about the key steps involved in the receipt and verification process. First, it's essential to check the supplier's certificate of analysis, or COA, along with the lot number, to ensure the authenticity and traceability of the product. We also need to verify the purity of the material, making sure it meets our specified standards. Storage conditions are equally important, so we confirm that the storage environment aligns with the recommended conditions to maintain product integrity. Don't forget to check the quantity received against the order details to ensure completeness. Next, we should carefully inspect the packaging and labels for any damages or discrepancies. This step helps us identify potential issues before they affect the product quality. Once everything is verified, the material must be entered into the reference standard register, which keeps our records accurate and up to date. All these steps are critical because they ensure the integrity of the material we receive, which is fundamental to maintaining the quality and safety of our processes. Remember, thorough verification at this stage supports the overall integrity of our entire operation. Now, let's walk through the key steps involved in qualifying secondary or in-house standards. First, we compare these standards with the primary standard to ensure consistency and accuracy. Next, we perform identity tests, such as infrared spectroscopy or HPLC, to confirm that the standard is indeed what we expect it to be. Then, we determine the assay or potency, which is crucial for ensuring the standard's reliability in our analytical methods. We also analyze impurities and the degradation profile to understand the stability and purity of the standard over time. Once we have all this data, we assign a value and uncertainty to the standard, which helps us understand its precision and reliability. Documenting a qualification summary is essential. This provides a clear record of all the tests and results, supporting traceability. We then assign a validity period, indicating how long the standard can be confidently used before requalification is needed. Throughout this process, careful qualification of secondary or in-house standards ensures the consistency and integrity of our analytical work, maintaining high quality in all our testing procedures. Let's go through some of the key labeling points that are essential for proper sample management. First, the name of RS, or reference standard, should be clearly identified. This helps ensure we're always using the correct standard in our testing. Next is the lot or batch number, which is crucial for tracking the specific production batch of the standard. It allows us to trace back and verify the exact source if needed. Moving on to purity and potency. These details confirm the quality and strength of the reference standard, which directly impacts the accuracy of our results. The date of preparation tells us when the standard was prepared or received, so we can monitor its age. Following that, the expiry or requalification due date indicates when the standard should be reevaluated or replaced to maintain validity. Storage conditions are also vital. Different standards require specific environments to stay stable, so proper storage ensures their integrity over time. The analyst initials are a quick way to know who handled or verified the standard, promoting accountability. Lastly, labeling requirements. Clear and complete labels prevent mix-ups and ensure that everyone handling the sample has all the necessary information. All of these points tie back to our overall goal of maintaining high quality, reliable results in our laboratory. Proper labeling and documentation are fundamental to achieving consistency and compliance in our work. When storing samples, it's really important to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. For example, some samples need to be kept at 2 to 8 degrees Celsius, while others might require -20 degrees or even just room temperature. Always check the specific requirements for each item. Using temperature and humidity-controlled cabinets can help maintain the right environment, preventing degradation or contamination. It's also crucial to protect samples from light, moisture, and any potential sources of contamination. Light can sometimes cause chemical changes, and moisture can lead to spoilage or microbial growth. If you're working with hygroscopic substances, those that absorb moisture from the air, using desiccators is a good idea. They help keep those samples dry and stable. Overall, proper storage conditions are key to preserving sample integrity, which ties back to our broader goal of ensuring accuracy and reliability in our results. When handling materials, it's important to let them equilibrate to room temperature before opening the container. This helps maintain the integrity of the sample and reduces the risk of condensation or other issues. Next, try to minimize the exposure time of the material once it's open, to prevent degradation or contamination. Using clean, dry spatulas is crucial. This simple step helps avoid introducing any unwanted substances or moisture. Also, it's best to avoid repeated freeze-thaw cycles, as these can damage the material's structure and affect the results. Instead, use small aliquots for routine analysis. This way, you only thaw what you need, keeping the rest stable. These practices are all about ensuring sample integrity and reliability in your results, which ties back to our overall goal of maintaining high-quality, reproducible data in our work. Now, let's talk about the importance of recording each issuance in a controlled register or logbook. This step is crucial for maintaining a clear and accurate record of all material usage. When you make an entry, be sure to include the date of use. That way, we can track exactly when the material was utilized. Next, record the quantity used, so we always know how much has been consumed. It's also important to specify the purpose, such as whether it was for an assay, SSD, or validation, because this helps in monitoring the material's application and ensuring proper documentation. Don't forget to note the analyst's name, which adds accountability and traceability. Additionally, include the balance number, so we can easily verify the remaining stock. Overall, this detailed record-keeping supports usage control, ensuring that every step aligns with quality standards and regulatory requirements. This practice is fundamental in upholding the integrity and reliability of our laboratory processes. Let's talk about requalification and expiry management. First, for primary standards, it's essential to always follow the recommendations set by Pharmacopoeia. These guidelines ensure that the standards meet the necessary quality and safety requirements. Next, for working standards, we need to requalify them periodically, typically every 6 to 12 months. This helps us confirm that they remain reliable and consistent over time. During requalification, we should carefully recheck several key aspects: appearance, purity, assay, and degradation profile. These checks help us verify that the standards haven't changed or degraded, which could affect their effectiveness. Overall, this process is crucial for maintaining the integrity of our quality system and ensuring that all our standards are valid and trustworthy throughout their life cycle. Let's take a closer look at the key documentation components that ensure our processes are transparent and compliant. First, we have the reference standard register, which is essentially our master list of all standards used for qualification and testing. It's crucial because it helps us verify that we're aligning with the right benchmarks. Next is the qualification protocol and report. These documents outline the specific procedures we follow and the results we achieve, providing a clear record of our validation process. Then, there's the Certificate of Analysis, or COA, along with supporting data. The COA confirms the quality and purity of materials we use, backed by detailed analytical data. Moving on, storage monitoring records are vital for tracking environmental conditions and storage conditions to ensure sample integrity over time. The logbook of usage keeps a detailed account of how and when materials or equipment are used, which is essential for traceability. Disposal certificates are also important. They confirm that waste or expired materials are disposed of properly, in line with regulations. Lastly, comprehensive documentation ties all these elements together, creating a complete and auditable trail that demonstrates our commitment to quality, safety, and compliance throughout the process. These documents collectively underpin the reliability of our work and help us maintain trust with regulators and stakeholders. Now, let's take a look at some common issues that can arise and the preventive actions we can take to address them. Understanding these challenges is crucial because it helps us maintain efficiency and avoid larger problems down the line. First, we often see issues related to process deviations, which can happen when procedures aren't followed correctly. To prevent this, it's important to have clear guidelines and regular training. Another common issue is equipment failure, which can be minimized through routine maintenance and inspections. Human error is also a significant factor, and we can reduce this by implementing standardized workflows and fostering a culture of safety and attention to detail. Lastly, communication gaps can lead to misunderstandings and mistakes, so ensuring transparent and consistent communication channels is key. Overall, by proactively identifying these issues and applying targeted preventive actions, we can enhance our overall performance and safety. Effective reference standard management is really the backbone of ensuring our analytical results are accurate. When we manage our reference standards properly, we can trust that our data is reliable and consistent. This accuracy is crucial not just for our internal processes, but also for meeting regulatory requirements. Regulatory bodies need assurance that our tests are precise and compliant, and proper reference standard management helps us achieve that. Additionally, maintaining good control over our reference standards safeguards the integrity of our data. It prevents errors and variability that could compromise our results. As we've seen throughout this presentation, all of these elements, accuracy, compliance, and data integrity, are interconnected and essential for high-quality laboratory work. So, in summary, effective reference standard management isn't just a technical detail. It's a vital practice that supports the overall integrity and credibility of our analytical work. It ties everything together and ensures we meet the standards expected in our industry. For further support, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help and ensure you have all the resources you need. Thank you so much for your attention and engagement throughout this presentation. Remember, if you have any questions or need additional assistance, just contact us. We appreciate your time and look forward to working with you.